Hello, welcome everyone. I am Mar, business coach. So, thank you for joining. I will teach you how to become a real estate agent. All right. Hope you guys excited. Some of you don't know where to start, where to go, how do I become an agent, and if I do become an agent, where do I hang my license? You're going to hang it under a broker. I could also refer you to a broker where you could start working right away, do open houses, and yes. So let's just dive into this, all right? So, in my ebook that I created and put together so you could become successful, be your own boss, do your marketing, I created this, all right? So, in my ebook, it's going to talk about understanding the role of a real estate agent. You need to know the role of a real estate agent. All right. So, also, it's going to talk about steps to becoming a licensed real estate agent. You need to know the steps. So, it's going to talk about overview of pre-licensing education and exam. You have to go to a pre-licensing education course. You need to take that. I have the names of the school where you could go to, where you could get started right away. All right. So then we'll talk about prep exam platforms and study resources. You need to study, you need to do practice tests. I give you the tools to use so you could pass the exam. Also, I talk about study tips for the exam success, strategies, and just mastering the license exam on your first attempt. That's the key. You want to try and pass it on your first attempt. Now, let's say you fail the exam. Don't feel bad, it's okay. And I tell you why. Because you know what's on that test. They give you 3 hours to take it. So you have 3 hours. I believe it's 3 hours, you guys. 3 hours to take that test. So you should know what's on that exam so you could be prepared for the next time. So if you failed the test, that means you need to go back and study again. And some of you don't know how to study when I use the word study. Study means you need this is how you pass the exam. So you need to study, I say, like on a Friday, right? Don't go nowhere. Stay at home and study 8 hours. That's how I passed my test. I studied Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was good enough right there. And you study for 8 hours. You take a lunch, go make your lunch in the kitchen, whatever you do. Go back in your room or wherever you study at, study area, and jump right back on it. You jump right back on it. So if you study from Friday to Sunday, you should be able to pass that test next week. You should be able to pass it. That's the only way you're going to really pass that test. You have to study. You can't study like this. I study Monday. I'm not going to do Tuesday. I study Thursday or Friday. No, no, no. You need to study 3 days straight, 8 hours. 8 hours. And I study from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. That's how bad I wanted to pass that test so I could start working and being an agent. So you need to study and you need to make time where no one's around. You have to really plan this so you could pass the test because you don't want to keep going back over and over and over. No, no, no. That's not how you do it. All right. Also, building a thriving real estate career. So I have all that in the ebook, teach you how to do branding and marketing yourself as an agent. So once you get your license, you need to start branding and marketing, right? Why? Why you need to market? You need to market so people know who you are, who you work for, and show them some homes. Do social media. That's the key today. Social media. I mean, if you want to do the old school knock on the door, go right ahead. Some people do like it. I don't knock that. I don't like it. I don't do door knocking. I like social media. So all that is in my book. I give you the resources and tools. I even talk about the CRM and software that you'll be using. All right. So, also, I will go over in my book overview of a real estate agent. So, it would talk about buying, selling, renting properties. I have all that in there for you. I have a lot of tools, strategies, and motivations for you. I even talk about doing luxury homes. Luxury home. Did you know that you could actually get a certificate to do luxury homes? I mean, you don't have to, but I did. Why not? You could do luxury homes. You could do commercial. You could do retail, office, whatever you like. So I have all that in here for you. Also, in the book, it talks about why become a real estate agent. Flexibility. You get to create your own schedule and enjoy work life balance. Also, be your own boss and build your own business. That's why I like real estate, because you're the boss and you build your own business. So that's why become a real estate agent. I have all this in here for you. I went over some more steps to becoming a licensed real estate agent. Um, all right, let's see here. Complete the real estate education class, 4,008 hours. Yeah, so when you're doing your pre-licensing for your real estate school, the hours required vary by states. It depends on what state you live in. It's between 40 to 180 hours they want you to complete. All right? It goes by the state. All right. So you want to complete your real estate education. All right? Also, well, on the exam, you need a passing score. Remember, this varies by states, but it varies like between 70 to 75% they want you to get on that test. All right, so that's the score that you need, but it all depends what state you live in. All right, so I have exam prep tools for you. It'll tell you the best tools to use to pass this exam. I have it in here for you. All right, and they do a background check. They do that and apply for a real estate license. You have to pay some fees. There's application fees. And the fees vary by the state. All right. So there's some fees you have to pay, but it's not too bad. All right. Also, I recommend platforms for real estate exam. I got that in. I got everything in here for you. Once you get this and purchase this ebook, you guys should be able to pass that exam, because I created some tips in here, and show you how to pass it. So you must have study guide and materials. You got to have a study guide and materials. I have that in here, okay? I have it in here that's recommended. Okay, so let me tell you guys, in this ebook, I don't have I have the materials for where you to go to and sign on, and the materials are right there, but I don't have materials that you could work on in this book. No, 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 no. I'm giving you the tools. You're going to follow the tools. You're going to sign up with them, and everything is right there. I'm giving you the same tools that I use to get my real estate license. All right. And I know some people talk about math. Is math on exam? I hear some people say in California there's no math on exam. I have heard that. No, it's math on there because I have math on mine. And I didn't do the math. I didn't do the math. It was there. I just took a guess. But the math that you get, I only had like what, 3 math questions. That was it. I just took a guess on that. But yeah, they have math. All right. So we went over what practice test platforms that you can use, webinars and online classes. I have all that for you. I mean, this is everything I got in here is the best. Is number one. Wait till you see it. Everyone's using it. They go in there. The tools I'm giving you, they go in there. They use the same one. Some of them and go pass the exam. They just go in there and pass it. So I talk about key topics, math agencies. All this is in here. Oh, also time management. I have that. I have that in the ebook. Time management. You guys know what time management is? You need to divide your study time. That's why I say you need to study. You need to study, like example. Mondays, you do property ownership and land use. Tuesday, you do contract and real estate law. It's called time management. You really have to take time out in order to pass the exam. All right. So everything's here for you. You need to study for at least 25 minutes. Take a 5-minute break. Get back up. Do it again. Get back to studying. Get back to studying, okay? So this is the way that you're going to pass this exam. Also, dealing with test anxiety. I have this also in the book. I'm going to show you how to relax, do some exercise, some deep breathing, and just be calm. Just be calm, but I'm going to show you how to do this. I have a little description in here, talk about sleep well and eat right. All that, you need to do this. I also talk about a little bit about arrive early on the test day. You need to get there early. They won't take you if you're late. So you need to be there early. But yeah, I'll show you how to relax. So you go in there and, so you won't have anxiety. So we don't want you to have that. All right. So I teach you a lot in here. I go over contracts a little bit and paperwork once you guys get to that step right there. And I went over a little bit about sales skills that you could use. So actually, when you pass the exam, you're going to need to go back in this ebook. You know why? Because it's going to help you when you get out there. Well, God, you're going to be like, let me go to Mar Business Coach. Let me look this back up. I'm going to teach you the sales skills. You need it. You need to know. You need to speak with people. Problem solving. Critical thinking. You're going to need all that when you're out there facing clients. So I have that in. So this ebook is going to be good for both pass an exam, and then once you pass the exam, you're going to go back to this so you could be ready, so you could get out there and do it. All right. I even show you how to join a brokerage once you get your license. I'm going to show you how to network. I got everything in here that you need to do all the tools. So I want you guys to follow me. I'm going to have a lot of freebies. I got so much that I'm going to teach you. And once you get to pass your license, you guys then will jump onto my other ebook. So I have everything here for you. I'm going to have some freebies for you too, where you guys could just grab some free materials. You just download it. It'll go to your phone. It'll go to your computer, laptop, whatever you use there. All right. So I'm looking at this now. I have everything for you. So wait, when you do is check it out. It's going to say bonus tips. I created this. If you read this bonus tip I put in here, I created this. If you just read it real thorough, you should be able to pass that test. I'm showing you how to pass it. Read it. Some people don't read. Read it. I made it nice and clear. The letters are big. It says bonus tips to pass the exam. If you do that, you'll walk out of there and pass the exam. Now, I got to clear this up. This bonus tip is for California. So if you're in California, it's for California. All right? But if you're somewhere else, you could still use all the resources I have here. That's fine. But this tips right here is really for California. And I put on there California. All right. So at the end, you'll get a certificate at the end. At the end of this is in here. Everything is in here for you. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time out with this podcast that I'm doing. Make sure you guys purchase it. Follow me. This is my new channel. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. And I want to say good luck to everyone. Make sure you grab my next materials, but I will have some freebies for you. I have a freebie right now. So you guys check me out. You could grab it, download it. All right. All right. And thank you.